Okay, so I'm going to take you inside the electric circus. I mean, the W.A.S.P book that comes with the box set. So we're going to look at it page by page, 60 pages. Spoiler alert, if you don't want to see what's in, if you're getting yours on the way and you don't want to see anything, then I advise you to turn this video off now. But in case you're not going to get it, at least you can see what's inside. Okay. I got my cat purring over there. Look at that cool picture of Blackie. All right. This is a cool, you got to kind of read. You got to hold it to the light to read this. It's kind of a cool excerpt. Let me tell you the difference between pros and amateurs. We all have faults, but the pros know how to hide theirs a whole lot better. The biggest fault I have is my obsession, which dictates everything I do. I'll work people into the ground. I'm a slave driver. It's hard for them to understand that. I strive for perfection, and that makes me grumpy and irritable, and I'm well aware of that. Everything good or bad about me is a consequence of this obsession. Am I crazy? Oh, absolutely. No doubt. And that's Blackie Lawless in 1992. W.A.S.P. Okay, cool. So, a lot of good stuff to read in this, It goes into the whole history about stuff. Look at that. The W.A.S.P. history. There's Blackie. Yeah, that, newspaper clippings. When we get to the first album, you already know what that looks like. There's some cool photos. Chris Holmes, Randy Piper. I'm Facebook friends with Randy. I've been Facebook friends with him for a long time. I never see him post though, man. There's the PMRC. Remember when that happened? Yeah, okay. And this looks like a press release for when they got signed. It's dated April, because the album came out in August. This is dated April of '84, and then they put out these singles. Fuck Like a Beast. This was probably over in, oh yeah, this was in London, in England. Because I think they got signed over there first, and Randy Piper, Blackie, Chris Holmes. All right, you with me? Now we got The Last Command. I'm not going to read the whole book to you. That's what you have to do. Remember, spoiler alert. If you don't want to see any more, click the video off now. Not Randy Piper, Stephen Riley. He passed away on Tuesday, but they announced it yesterday that he died of pneumonia. He went on to do LA Guns. I guess he had like some health issues and it compromised his immune system, and pneumonia got the best of him. 67 years old. Chris Holmes, a cancer survivor. He had throat cancer last year. Survived that shit. Randy Piper. I'd love to see Randy Piper put out some new music. His band Animal was really good. I got their CD, one of their CDs. Really good music, man. Production not so good, but really good music. Inside the Electric Circus, great album. Didn't care for it when it came out back in the day, but hearing it now, it's actually really good. I mean, it has a few clunkers on it, but for the most part, it's a good record. There's some Blackie. There's what's his name? Johnny Rod. Yeah, he was a crazy motherfucker. He's the wild one. He's a cool dude, though. He's entertaining. If you ever watches stuff on YouTube, he's a totally entertaining guy. Good voice, too, man. He could almost sound like Blackie in some stuff. Blackie with his chest open and shit. Live in the Raw. Yeah. I'm glad I got this on vinyl now. I'm going to crank that sucker tomorrow. And then I got those. Cool. That metal hammer. The cat's using a litter box. That's what you're hearing. There's a Chris Holmes. Johnny Rod. Blackie Lawless. I remember Blackie traded his bass in for guitar. And that's when he pulled in Johnny Rod to play bass. Got rid of the Piper. Brandy Piper. Now this album right here, man, there's a lot of people will say this is W.A.S.P definitive album. I still say the first album, but this is definitely the second most definitive album. This is what, you know, the W.A.S.P sound and the last great W.A.S.P record. Hey man, they still put out some good records, but it's mostly just Blackie. But still, this is a really good album. There's that. There's that. Check that out. Check that out. Never mind the buttocks. That's a little jab to the assless chaps that they wear on stage. Their asses hanging out all the time. The Real Me. That's a Who song. Then we get the Crimson Idol. This is a good record. I'd have to say this is probably the last really, really good record that W.A.S.P put out. I mean, compared to the newer stuff. I mean, you've probably seen a lot of these pictures before. Different color vinyls for the singles. Chainsaw Charlie. Oh, what? Is he a racist? What's he got that guitar for? Oh, he likes Dukes of Hazzard. Okay. Nothing to see there. Check that out, man. That's a pretty cool shot right there, man. Oh, yeah. It's like it makes you feel like you're right there at the concert. Almost done. 6 minutes into this. Yeah, Blackie Lawless on the PMRC, playing with the New York Dolls and the craziest thing that happened to him in the 80s. Yeah, he played for the New York Dolls for a little bit. They had just gotten rid of their guitar player. And he was asked to join because he was in the rehearsal studio next door to him. He said, fuck yeah, this is the band I grew up on. Of course I'm going to join you guys. Look, back when you're allowed to do that stuff on stage. Now it's a no-no. You get in trouble, you get canceled. You get wiped off the face of the planet. The rest is just text. It looks like all the records. Up until, you know. And that. Some blood splat. That looks like the effect I use when I do photos on Photoshop, like ads and stuff. They're using the splatter paintbrush on Photoshop. All right, there you have it. Go out there and get the W.A.S.P. The 7 Savage box set from 1984 to 1982. Sayonara.